Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you go live with the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. This is not a trading room. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. The blue charts are for the swing trading connected to the left upper corner. The market analyzer is a swing trading. The right upper corner is connected to the white charts. And this one here, it is the scalping. Also, we will be sharing different type of an automated trade. And we will be using this kind of auto trade as well. Let me drag one of those trades. This is a different type of an automated trade, and once you hit your daily target, what you do is the same auto trade. We just made on the 1 minute, they're both 1 minute, and now it is done with this one. Is 2,310. So what you do, you just right click and reactivate it. And let's go ahead and discover what's going on in the market. We will cover for the CL trader. I need to hit immediately the CL. The CL trader, if we look at this chart, is exactly where is the end of the line on the CL. So we had an entry on 43.16. You can see this on the market analyzer, 43.17, target 42.77. And we are on the last. The market dropped to the support area at 42.97, and it stayed quite a time actually on that level, 42.97 and 98, and then finally gave in and broke that support area. Now this is a bit harder direction on the CL. We are facing a double support area. However, if we are breaking that area here, we are going to go to, as we said before, those institutional numbers, target 1 and 2 and 3. They're only usually hit between 11 and 12 on Friday. They hit on the first couple hours. So if we are able to break those area here, we still have the 42.74. Then we are going to go to the 42.51, and final destination will be 42.38. So this is a very hard area right now for the traders, whether you are auto trading or manual trading. This is an area for the CL, either is going to hold at those area here, or is going to break out to the downside, or if there is any retracement on that one, it's going to go back retesting the 42.93. We are accurate on the prediction, 8 out of 10, and I hope for the CL traders to take us seriously what we are saying. There is a huge losses. You have to see the winning and the losses on every instrument. And today we are getting beat up on the Nasdaq with the scalper, and we are getting beat up on the Nasdaq with the swing trading, and there is a lot of volatility on the Nasdaq, and you have to see the good side and the bad side. The reason I didn't take over with it, because the entry point is 11,985, and this is we can we can so there is a huge problem with the Nasdaq trade. As you see on the market analyzer, we took a dive very hard on the Nasdaq today, and 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 it is one of those days the Nasdaq is really killing us, and we're not given any performance on the Nasdaq at the moment. Later on, we can we can gain on the Nasdaq, but at the moment the problem is the ES is in one direction. If we look at the market analyzer, the Nasdaq is the opposite direction, and the YM is going okay. So there is a really little conflict here between the ES, Nasdaq, and YM. They're not synchronizing on one direction. So this is really important to have them in sequence, and they are not going in sequence. So we will wait to see what happens. This is what we were scared of the CL, as I have planned it for you. Where was the support area, and it was a double. You can see how the system hit the target as the system predicted the target has to be, but I have extended manually to the target too. So this is for the CL traders is very important what happened here. This is exactly what we are talking about 10 minutes ago. And there is a double support area and it got rejected. So where we are going with the CL is going exactly to the 42.94 area. And then if you are out of a trade, if you want to follow us on a sim, this is the area between 43 and 93 and 94 area. It is a short position, a limited short position, but you cannot trade a middle of it here, because now we are a middle of a trend if it's going to hold or not. So if the CL gonna go down right now, is trying to retest the double support area, which we're not interested in the trade. If the market go up, then it will be a re-entry, as you see where it says the yellow line, 42.96, 42.97 limited order short position is excellent. But right now you cannot take a long or a short in here. And this is really, really, really important to understand where you can enter the market, or even if you are auto trading, you have to understand what's going on in the market. So as we see here, we have the CL automated trade, and I can keep my eye on the auto trade, and I know it's coming to the 42.92 level, and then it's gonna go down. However, if I wanted to overwrite, you can close position right there and walk away with 900 or 800 or 850. And it takes 1 millisecond to overwrite the auto trade. But I know it's not even over yet, and I don't want it to even deal with it. So I'm gonna leave it as is. For the ES trader, the system give us a target, which it hit the target. Sell position 27 ticks, hit the target. This is not the issue. The issue here, we dropped a couple bars below the target. That's fair enough. And this area here used to be support, now become a resistant area. So for the ES trader, you cannot take a short or long trade as we talk right now. You cannot do that. If you are insistent on trading, the only direction you can go is short, but you need to wait a little bit longer. Maybe we can take the short order from the 34.90.50. But at the moment, if you want to auto trade or you want to manual trade the ES, this is a really critical area to take a trade on the ES right now. You have to wait a bit longer to see where we are going with the ES. Here's the question is, if this ES gonna hold the resistant area here, there is a good potential we are dropping to the 34.82 level. If the ES not able to hold this area here, is going to go back to retest the 34.90.75, re-entry again at 34.93. So this is a really, really critical area to to just avoid it and follow an indicator and I try to go long or short in here. This is an amazingly a hard area to take a trade from. So you gotta be careful with the ES right now. Is we are done with the short trade, and we are in the middle of it. Can go both of the. There is no long on the ES, gentlemen. There is no long trade. There is no, you're gonna lose, whether you are auto trading or manual trading. At the moment, the way it is, there is no long trade on the ES. Period. It's finished. So what we need to do, we need to keep our eye on it and make sure that what level is going to be valid to have a re-entry on. And look what happened to the ES, the CL. This is what we have told you. This is the yellow line where you can re-enter the market short. If this market go above the 42.99, we are in deep trouble with the CL. That means it's going to be big, messy CL to trade with. It will be disaster trading if the market go above the 42.99 level on the CL. So you got to be careful on those. This is a very thin line between those two. So we are really in the middle of it, and we are in the middle of pulling back, and we need to be confirming the short. And this is really critical area. And God help you if you are taking a trade right now on the ES and CL, and you don't know what you're doing. God help you. It's going to be very expensive anyway. Doesn't matter whether you are auto trading or manual trading. It's the same problem. If you cannot make money in a manual trading, you cannot make money on the automated trading. So this is where exactly the ES landing right now, and that it is a really critical area. Between a double, used to be double support, and now we are on a double resistance. And as I said, if this market going back, there is a projection at 90.50. It can be re-entered short, and there is a 34.92.50 can be re-entered short. Those are the only two shorts I have. So, but there is no long, guys. There is no long trades here, period. And that's why also for the advanced trader, not everyone, you can direct the auto trade to go long only or short only. You see that? So this is a really important feature on your auto trade. And if I wanted to auto trade right now, ES, boy, I can use that button, short only or long only, because I'm not interested in a long trade. I'm interested in a short trade. There is no hope for a long trade right now on the ES. There is no hope. Let's go back to the CL. This is exactly at 10:10. We told you what will happen on the ES. This is where we laid the road for you, and we told you exactly what will happen to the CL, and that's exactly what has happened on the CL. This is your re-entry point. We said if this market breaks those area, we're going to go down to target 1, target 2. If there is a pullback and a projection, we're going to go back to this area, and then from that area, the CL is going to retest those numbers here. If we cross the 42.99, God help us with that. So as we see here, it's very important. Doesn't matter how much you make or how much you lose. it is very important to see how many bars from from 1008 now is 1027. We are on the same area, used to be support and now become a resistance, and we are hanging around that level here, and the market is fair enough to tell us there's a problem here. It is fair enough to tell us here to hold on to any type of a trading, whether it's automated trading or a manual trading, until we see where we are going with the ES. The ES, the first projection is 34.90.50, and then we're going to bump into a lot of problems at 493.75. So this is a really, it is like two different open highways, and you don't know which direction you want to take. And this is exactly what's going on in here. The ES is going to try to climb to the 34.90.63 and is going to retest this number. And look, if we look here, the ES stayed a pretty long time on the projection at 34.90 before it was able to break it. So now it's going back to confirm this 34.90.75, and then if it fell, then that's mean we need to go below the 34.87.7. So this is a really critical area here, and let's keep our eye on it. Very careful, because this one is going to have an impact on your NASDAQ and your YM. It is the oxygen for your NASDAQ and YM. So this is a really hard area on a Friday if you don't know what you're doing. It is a really hard area. You can get in a lot of trouble. Even if you are auto trading, you're not safe. There we go. This is very important. Now we close the CL. The CL closed that trade. So we're going to take it out. It's very obvious the CL here come back, as we explained to you, from 1021. Now it's been 10 minutes on the same level as you see here. It's been 10 minutes, gentlemen. So don't need a brainer to understand that this area here is holding and we're going down with the CL. Don't need a brainwash. Does not even need a professional trader to see that. And this is really important to understand what's going on in the market before you start trading or auto trading. So on the ES, this is exactly where we told you. Now the ES is testing the 34.90.50. Look at this. It's right on the tick with it. You see? So there is no surprises in the market, gentlemen. And it is right on the tick. There is no surprise in what the ES is doing. Neither the CL, what it's doing. I'm not surprised. We predicted here in this area what's going on. Shoot to the double resistance, and now it's going back to double projection here at 42.82 and 42.80, and good luck with that. So there is no surprising movement in the market. Is right in line as predicted. And there we go. The ES tested the 34.90.63. and fell, and now the market, the ES is going back to normal. So that's why we said there is no long trade on the ES. Guys, before you, please, for those guys are auto trading and they think this is not your problem and you brush me off, you're going to go back to those videos one day. If you don't understand what's going on, your auto trade is not going to build you out of it. Any auto trade, whether from us or somebody else, is not going to build you out of it. When you don't understand what's going on in the market, you're not going to make it in this business, period. I don't care what kind of auto trade you have. It's not gonna. You cannot hide behind an auto trade. An auto trade is a beautiful thing. It's a mechanical thing that can help you in conjunction with our brain. A lack of experience, a lack of money, a lack of brain, and just automated trading is not gonna do the job for you. Guaranteed. You're just fooling yourself. This is again the same trades like yesterday on the DAX, and we are the same number and the same trade on the DAX. There we go, as expected, and now we are going directly. If we cross the 42.73, we're gonna go to target 1, as an expected on the ES. Well, that's exactly what we have said. There is no long trade, and we are gonna go down on the ES, and we did go down on the ES. The secret is to predict it before it happened, not after the fact and come out at night. No, not after the fact, is to come live front of everyone and predict the market right front of the traders, not after the market close. Everyone can do performance after the market close. The best is to come out in the public, front of everyone, and explain what is going to happen in the market, where is the problem in the market, then I can respect that. For somebody come out after the fact, it doesn't mean anything to me. So this is what separates a genuine knowledge of the market and somebody has to step their feet on something they don't belong to. I'm not attacking anyone. Let this trader understand how to predict this market live, not after the fact. So right now, the situation on the CL is still the same. We have the 42.73. If we cross the 42.73, we are going to target 1 and target 2. And this is the end of the story. On the ES, my prediction is going to be if this area 34.82, we're about to break that one, most likely we're gonna end up around 34.76 for today. And the prediction is The target 1 and target 2. I'm not sure target 1 and target 2 can be done before 12 o'clock because we have a double support area here. We can break the 34.78, but I'm not sure we can break the 34.76.25. So first, let's deal with the 34.82 level. And it seems like the ES able to break that line. And then we will deal with the ES once it gets to 34.76.75. Then we start dealing with that one. The market is extremely hard, guys. Don't feel bad if you're not doing well today. The market is doing it's a really hard day today in the market. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can get in trouble on Friday. Okay, going back on the ES, retesting the 8750. And also can be short from 34.8750, can be short from their limited order. Both of them, CL and ES. There is no long trade, guys. Let's look at the Nasdaq. It's a big mess, the Nasdaq. It's really, really big mess. Guys, whatever you do, do not trade the Nasdaq at the moment. The Nasdaq is totally jammed between 83 and 97. It's not a tradable market, the Nasdaq at the moment. It's not. Stay away from the Nasdaq, please. And there is much easier market to trade today is the CL and the ES. This is where we told you there is a good potential for short. There is no long trade. This is a short here on a sim, please. And there we go. Look at this. It's exactly where we said. And now start getting nasty on the CL as well. It's a very hard day today, but we can see it. Big mess today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay on a standby. And if the ES across this area here, there's no more for me. I'm I'm calling it off. So this is really really struggling market. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, what we are going to do, we're gonna sit on a standby for 5-10 minutes until we have a clearance what the market want to do. And I cannot, once this ES crossed, there is nothing we can do anymore. Technically is off to the short, and this can drive us crazy. On the CL is the same problem. If you are in a trade, that's fine, stay in it like the ES, but it's getting tighter and tighter. You can see the support now 42.80, the resistance is 42.93. So that means the CL is going to go back and forth between those 10 ticks. So good luck with that, making money on that. Now on the ES, it start getting tighter and tighter. The Nasdaq, there is no trade on the Nasdaq whatsoever. There is no trade on the Nasdaq, neither long or short. This game is too heavy for you to toggle with the Nasdaq. You're gonna get beat up by Nasdaq, and you don't want to do that. So right now, guys, go take a break, 5-10 minutes, and let's look at the market direction. I'm not gonna leave until we have some good clearance which direction this market. I'm gonna stay in, guide you guys, but if you are on a trade and the trade is going in your direction, stay with it. But do not initiate any new trades and do not activate any auto trades. It's gonna be costly. On whether you are using our auto trade or somebody else, it's gonna be costly. So please hold on to your auto trades, wherever this auto trade coming from. Hold on your manual trade for 5 minutes. Let's get direction in the market, and then we toggle that. So excuse me. For the last few days, you can hear my voice is different. It turned out I have some kind of allergy from the trees, so it was not cold. I thought it was a cold, but it turned out it was an allergy. So I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit different because of this allergy in the air. But guys, there is no long on the ES, and there is no long on the CL. And hold on for 5 minutes. Let's see where we are going with this one, and then we will approach the market in a different way. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, there is not much going on, and we're gonna call it off for today. There is not really not very much. We have a few trades on the scalpers, but I will not recommend for guys. It's a lot of volatility and unpredictable, so you gotta be careful. Maybe it's gonna get better after 1 o'clock this afternoon, but this is a lot for one person to handle if you don't know what